Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with the Disastrous Life of Saiki Season 2 episode number 1 and 2 reaction. Okay, the previous episode, it was the two final episodes of season 1 and the first episode was we met the newest character Psycho, who is has a lot of money, and like he came to this school because he wanted to start because he wanted to date Teruhashi. That's basically was the reason. Yeah, that was why he came over here. And even with a lot of like Teruhashi at first was like, oh, what should I do? But then obviously Saiki's face popped up in front of her and she's like, nah, you know what, I'm good. And after rejecting him and talking about Saiki, his whole focus falls on Saiki, and he starts doing a lot of things like transferring people off to Siberia, a lot of other stuff, and Saiki was like, you know what, yeah, this is going a bit too far, I need to do something. And and Saiki went to his house, and the Teruji fan club also came up and yeah, showed him who not to mess with. And that was that. And there was a lot of other sections as well, but the final section was oh, there was that part with Halloween, I think. Yeah, all that stuff. But the next part is where it comes, where we kind of continue with Psycho's story, where Psycho tried to make not friends, but try to buy the Psyche's group, on the friend group, by using money, and decides to use Nendo. But we all know what Nendo is. Nendo is too simple. He doesn't understand what's happening. And in the end, when he understands what he's trying to do, he says like, no, for any amount of money, I'm not going to do it. And he just uses the money, throws it away and throws the suitcase in the water just to save a drowning child. And here he Psycho realizes that dad lied to me. Not everything can be brought by money. And I hope he changes his attitude from here onwards. He'll probably have that archetype of the rich boy, but I'm pretty sure the whole overbearing attitude will probably tone down from here onwards. So yeah. And the final episode was also a really nice episode. In the end, we get to see Saiki's friends making plans for his birthday. Unfortunately, it's not Saiki's birthday, but Saiki's dad's birthday. And Saiki, realizing that everyone has come and he cannot do anything about it, so let my dad be me by hypnotizing the others. And because Saiki himself thinks that he cannot probably entertain them, but later on, his dad, when his dad says they're here for you, they're not here for me or having a great time. They're here because it's your birthday, so you should go. And when he eavesdrops on them talking about how Saiki feels a little bit different, and the normal Saiki is the better Saiki, and they hope that Saiki is not actually going out of the way to act like this, so he listens to that and he's like, all right, and we get to see it's a nice little moment, because all the time Saiki is always tries to not not interact with much people, even his friends, but deep down we see that he appreciates it. So yeah, that was the final two episodes. This is the beginning of season 2. So let's see what happens, what more new characters we get to meet and all that stuff. So yeah, let us begin episode number 1 reaction. So okay, I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. All right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, new opening. Oh, Hydro. Dark Union. I love Saiki talking in the background. Is this Kaido's theme song? Okay, is there any new characters here? I think I saw someone. This is a new character. Oh, another new character. Oh, we have a Gyaru in this show? Okay. I'm pretty sure this is Kaido's theme song. Yep, this is Kaido's theme song. Oh my god. Wow. Restarting everyday life as usual. Oh, okay. Hmm. Damn. Yes. A year. Oh, okay. Last week. Breaking the fourth one. Hey, get. Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. Hey, is Gintoki coming here? Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god. I would love if Gintoki pops up here some. Oh my god. That was good. Oh. Oh my god. No. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Peaceful, okay. Yeah. Yeah? No, it's a week. Well, you're correct. Yes, definitely. Oh, great. Here we go. Feel free to take. Yeah. Wow. Hiro, as. Was that Yumehara? Oh, here she is, Kokomi. Friends, oh, oh. Well, oh, there he is. Yeah. Delusions. 200. There you go, Yumehara. Hey, what? The the bread. She wanted to bump into Kaido. Exactly. Oh no, Mera's here. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, Elizabeth is here. Elizabeth is here. What? Hey. Probably not. I don't know. Calm down. Clairvoyance. Oh yeah. Okay. Hopefully. What the? What's happening? Wait, he's a Santa? Oh, he's okay. Part-time job. Okay. Wow. Yeah, what's his name? I forgot. Takahashi. Yeah, thank you. Will he like? But yeah, like it'll do. Oh no. Oh, they're going towards their house. Oh no. Okay, never mind. Oh. Oh my god, I feel like he's going to go there more. Oh no, no. Okay. No. Here we go. He's going to invite him to Saiki's place. Oh no, Saiki. Yep. It worked against you now. Exactly. Oh no. The butterfly effect. It's starting. Oh great. Go back, please. This guy is just. Yeah, thank you. That. Oh. Yeah, let's get out. Yep. Oh, what's happening? Oh no. Yeah. He's back at his. Oh no. Ah. Yo. Wow. First experiences of the year are important. All right. Oh boy, I feel like something's going to happen now. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, how's around? Oh no. Yeah. Lucky monkey. Oh. Oh no. Yo. Oh my god. Wow. Exactly. What? Hey! Well, I also don't know. Who is it? Um, Wait, what was it? I need to go back and. Oh boy. Ah! Yo! Yes! Oh, look, if he actually wins or something. 1921. I don't know. Whoa. Oh, it's gonna call Saiki or something, I feel like. Mom? Who? No. Another room? What? Oh, it's Kaido, okay. Okay. Okay, don't waste your opportunity. 30 seconds, yeah. The question. The question. Oh my god. Question. Yeah. No. Oh no, he's going to. Well, alright. What? Ah! No, yes. New Year anime. Wow! Yo! The fourth one, they're going crazy with the fourth wall breaking in this episode. Who? Who's that? Aiko. Alright, go back. Better than him. Exactly. But. Yes. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Wait, why is he also. Exactly. They also asked him to. Oh. Ah, it's okay. Yes. Quotient? Yeah. Well. Oh well, here we go. Yeah, this is going to be fun now. Let's see. Hyra is going to give you a really good. I knew it. I knew it. Oh my god. Yes! Yes! Thank you, Saiki. Oh no. Oh god, he's going to use the tennis. Oh, he used the telekinesis. Oh, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Wow. Prince of Tennis reference. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, why? Wait, what? Yeah, but then. Oh no. Oh no! So as she saw him being capable, she lost interest. That's crazy. That's a crazy reason. Desert buffet disaster. What's up with these these pictures? Desert buffet. Yeah? Exactly. 2 hours. Oh my god, everyone's here. Everyone's here. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. But at least you got your dessert. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Kuriko. Oh no, the face. Wow. Mera's more in the food. Yeah, she couldn't hear you. Here we go. What? Oh no. Well, yeah, kind of, but you know, no. Kaido was there. Punished? Wow. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh no, stop, stop. Yeah, the books. Oh no. You can say that you're his sister or something. Sister. Mm, yeah, there you go, obviously. That's the normal way of thinking. Okay. Wow, that was a good first episode. They went crazy with the fourth wall breaking with the references in this episode. It was just. Oh my god, look at Nando. Wait, what? Is this like. Is this Teruhashi's song or something? Like the opening was like themed with Kaido, and this is like Teruhashi's song or something. Jam Jam. Yo, in okay, in the ending as well, they're like, oh boy, that was yeah, that was good. All right. Okay, so this episode, like, so just a second. In the opening, we could see like a few new characters. I think there was that Gyaru girl, like that Gyaru, and there was that another, blonde-haired girl. Those two were the new people, I think, in the opening, and I'm pretty sure there'll be more people who will come in the future as well. But for now, these two are the only ones. Okay, so we begin this episode with oh, where is that part? Oh, with a Kaido theme song first of all. Like I was like, oh my god, they like this is how it starts. And not only that, here Saiki starts recapping a little bit about season one, how he's like a psychic and all that. And he talks about how he has that thing on his head which controls the, you know, he says like it feels like a year has passed, but it's just your imagination. It's only been a week. And oh my god, then they start the whole Gintama reference. Like, oh boy, like a Gintama, like these two shows, Gintama and Saiki, these two shows are just crazy with the references and like the like fourth wall breaking and all that. And it's just like I love whenever like a show references Gintama. Like usually it's the reverse, like Gintama references each and every show that is in the existence of this universe. I'm pretty sure Gintama has referenced everything. So seeing a show actually referencing Gintama is such a joy. I feel like like it's just like you can probably tell Gintama is my favorite anime. Like if someone told me to rank shows, I'd probably put Gintama at the top at number one. I would probably put, because like Gintama is a show that I just so much adore. I was a little bit late at starting Gintama, but like that's the only kind of I guess you could say a little regret I have, because I've seen people like who have started Gintama from the beginning. They have like a very nostalgic feeling and all that. But I started from, I think, when was it, like 2017 or something? It's not recently, but it's quite, I've started Gintama quite like like a few years ago. Still, it's a lot recent. Gintama has been coming out for a long time. So that was one of my regrets. I was like, oh, it would be so nice to actually have started Gintama when it started airing or something, but that's a long way ago. But when I started watching anime, if I started Gintama, but still, watching Gintama has been one of the best parts of my life, and it's one of the best shows. And I can't stop my, what do you call it, my what do you call it, my compliments, I can't stop my compliments from flowing for Gintama. And yeah, it's I just adore this show so much. And that's why whenever Gintama it gets referenced in another anime, I'm just like, wow, this is so good. And this being Saiki Kusona Sainan, which is also another show which heavily fourth wall breaks and references other shows. Yeah, Gintama, I feel like this is just a beautiful combination. This show and Gintama. I would love if they actually collabed in an episode where Gintoki comes in or something. Gintama, I did that, I remember, with I think a few shows. I think Sket Dance did a collab episode with Gintama. I also want to watch Sket Dance. I've not watched Sket Dance. I've heard it's also very funny and kind of similar to Gintama with the fourth wall breaking and all that. I've actually not watched it. I should probably watch it. But I remember there being an episode in Sket Dance where it was a complete episode where Gintoki and Kagura and Shinpachi comes to their world, and they kind of joke around to do their stuff. I don't know, it would be so good if this show also had one of those episodes where the actual characters come in and collab. It would be so fun seeing Gintoki and Saiki together. And Kagura's just complete shenanigans, while Shinpachi being the straight man or the Tsukomi. It'll be such a joy. But yeah, but I was so elated when I suddenly saw Gintama being referenced here. Anyways, so yeah, we see that episode in Gintama where I remember they kind of did that, where I don't know when it was, but they had this episode where they referenced so many shows heavily, and they were kind of making jokes about the anime, something that Gintama, the anime in itself. They were joking about it and how the author, stuff like that. I don't remember the particular episode, but there was an episode like this. I remember that clearly. And they referenced that here, and Saiki's like, wait, my control device is over there. Why is it why is it doing over there? And then she's like, the Odd Jobs guys seem to think we were trying to mess with them. But we are under the same company here. Oh, really? Okay, I did not know that. So they're under... Okay, interesting. I was not aware of that. And then the whole reference Gintama, sugar content, that poster, strawberry milk, obviously Gintoki's favorite thing. And that thing, I don't remember what it was called, but that puppet thing, which I remember, that was I think that was a bomb or something. I don't remember what it was, but there was that episode where I think Madao, it was Madao, wasn't it? Who went to one of these factories, and then in that factory, this thing was being produced or something. Yeah, it was Madao, wasn't it? Hasegawa-san? And they were making these things. I don't remember particularly what it was, but I think it was a bomb or something, and there was mass producing it. That thing I remember. And then there's that flyer that comes down. The Gintama anime is now successfully broadcasting on Takeo and Associate. These guys took this place over. Wow, that was funny. And then Saiki gets called, and by his mom, breakfast is ready. He goes there, he gets the coffee jelly, and he's so happy. He's like, yes, mom is the best, and let me get out quickly before that person comes in, and Nendo comes in to annoy me. So yeah, he rushes out because he knew his dad was probably going to come and was going to say oh, let's teleport Mikuso to somewhere else. And yeah, the dad comes in and he's like, oh, why didn't you wake me up, and the mom said oh, you're looking so good, look, your sleeping face was so lovely. And she's like, as always, their parents are just... Now, wait a minute, what the... Wait, I see that. I didn't notice that. When he was going to school, when he was hiding behind that not poster, but that billboard or whatever, it's written guest lecture for you and me by Shuichi Asuo on Hero Academics. Shuichi Asuo, who's that? This is like a reference. Shuichi Asuo. Shuichi Asuo, mangaka, author. Oh, and writer of Saiki. Okay. So that's the author's name. Oh, I did not know that. Hero Academics. 200-meter. They went crazy with the references in this episode. My god. And okay, so they're going to school, his usual friends. And Kaido's like, oh, I can find some. I'm sensing some kind of a strange presence. Like Dark Union, isn't it? Or is it the sensation of Ragnarok? And yeah, like his friends just doing typical things. And Saiki's still hiding. Saiki then goes past what's his name? Reita. And Reita's doing his own thing, like like some porn mags or whatever. And Hiro's also there. Teruhashi is going to school, and Terusha's like, oh, like why is Saiki not here? Like, and everyone's just doing that. Now, oh boy, I love whenever Teruhashi has this delusion about Saiki with these round eyes, just like I'm like, what? Like, which world do you live in? Like, what type of a delusion is this? But yeah, oh boy, Yumehara, it's so crazy. Like at first they did not completely show Yumehara. We just saw a little silhouette of her just going to school, and she talks about how she doesn't have enough screen time and she just wanted to bump into Kaido, and with the bread in her mouth, the typical cliche of like a high school girl or like a middle school girl with a bread on her mouth just running. And whenever there's an intersection, they just go and crash into someone, and the person who it is like her fated person or whatever the hell, that thing. And I do wonder when that trope started. Like I've seen a lot of animes make fun of this like cliche, and Daily Lives of High School Boys also did it, where they were eating like a ramen while running instead of bread. And Gintama also did that, I think. Like I'm pretty sure Gintama referenced this cliche. So I do wonder when this started. I think did it start in Sailor Moon? I think I've heard like people say like this started in Sailor Moon, the whole running with bread. You know what? Let me do a little Google check. Where did the anime trope of running, here you go, with toast in the mouth originate? No. Wacky 14. No, none of these answers is what I want. What? Does nobody know about it? Staple trope in shoujo. No, obviously. I don't think shoujos have this trope. I know that. I've seen a lot of other shows do this as well. None of these answers answer my question. Yeah. None of the answers answer my question. I want a particular show name. Is there any show like that? Because I don't know why, but I had the impression that Sailor Moon started this. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. I don't know where I got that from. But either way, I do wonder when this trope started of running with the bread in your mouth. The origin of this, this thing. Anyways, enough about that. So after that, Kokomi is just depressed, and Mira comes in smelling toast. She wants the toast, obviously. And I love how they completely just introduce every character briefly here, for all the viewers, little by little. And while Saiki goes into his class, he sees everyone, all the friends are waiting. And not only that, Elizabeth comes in. Elizabeth, from Gintama. Katsura's what do you call it, that thing that accompanies him. I do know who Elizabeth is. We did get to know in the future episodes. It's a spoiler, I won't say, for people who have not watched Gintama. But yeah, Elizabeth is here. God damn. Now, the next one was Christmas section. That was the first part of the episode. Then it was Christmas, and I love how the mom and dad was like, oh, like finally Saiki is hanging out with his friends after so many years. And Saiki is like, it's not what you think it is. I'm just running away so that I don't get involved in more shenanigans. Because the previous Christmas stuff happened, if you remember. And then we suddenly see Takahashi just bumping into someone, and the cake just falls down. And this is where everything starts, the whole chain reaction, the domino effect, whatever you call it. And this is where it starts. Saiki wants to be left alone, but this whole Takahashi thing started everything. The cake falls down, it's just completely destroyed, and he goes back, and the store owner is like, what the hell, like 6,300 yen is the money of the cake, and you get 1,300 yen, so yeah, pay me then like extra money or something like that, he says. And no, wait, oh no, he gets 5,000 yen, sorry. So 1,300 yen he has to pay. So basically he did a part-time job and he has to pay for it. And he's like, what the hell is this? And that's where everything starts. Nendo comes in and he tries to sell that thing to Nendo, and Nendo's like, oh, I have 1,300 yen. So basically, like he neither gains something nor loses something. It's fine, I guess, like better than giving money to while doing a part-time job. So he buys the cake with that, and Nendo's like, the domino effect starts. Nendo's like, oh, let me go to my pal's house, and which is obviously Saiki. And Saiki, kind of does the clairvoyance and sees Kaido is just walking randomly on the road, like some unusual wind he has gotten a hold of, and he wants to check that out. Saiki, he was going to a Saiki's house, and he tries to stop him by using that, that hot wind. But he gets more excited about it, and he's like, oh, I want to go and see it. And he just retraces his step, and Saiki's like, okay, thank God he's not going towards my house. But you know what? No, the domino effect is still ongoing. He meets Nendo because of this, and Nendo's like, oh, let's go to Pal's house, and he's like, oh, that's great, yeah, let's go. And Saiki's like, oh my god, why am I getting this feeling? And the kind of little stone kind of hits like a bird, and the bird flies away, and oh boy, like this does more things. The butterfly effect, Kokomi, they meet Kokomi, and his brother was also there. His brother was probably going to stop Kokomi from going to Saiki's place, but the bird that Saiki suddenly, that happened, came, and his whole disguise is just gone. Everyone realizes it's Megumi. What was his name? Toru? Something like that. Mugami, not Megumi. Mugami. So everyone realizes that, and everyone starts chasing him. So there you go. Kokomi is free of her brother's bullcrap, So now she can go with, everyone to Saiki's place. So there you go. The domino effect and all that, it's just escalating. Saiki sees Teruhashi's brother, and he decides to teleport back to his house, and oh boy, little did he know what was waiting for him. Everyone's there. Kaido, Nendo, and Teruhashi. And he's like, what is this? Now, that was the Christmas section. Then we get to see Saiki, kind of just chilling under the kotatsu. His mom and dad are outside, going to the shrine, and he's like, ah, what a beautiful day, it's just I'm just having a great time here. He suddenly Mugami comes on screen, and he's like, oh, time to change the channel. He meets these two comedy duo, and they talk about a place called S Prefecture Hidari Wakibaracho. And Saiki says this is my town. So that's the name of the town that he lives in. And he keeps repeating Hidari Waki Baracho. Oh boy. Now they meet Saiki's mom and dad. And as always, they're just, like, what's so funny about this part, like, when they were doing the whole, like, little gag thing with the, like, like that, this thing, and the poses that they were making, he was like, oh, this is so funny, I like these two people, this comedy duo. But as soon as he sees his mom and dad doing it, he's like, oh, that's cringe, that type of a thing. It's so funny because, like, yeah, we see these kind of, like, people doing some, like, weird poses and everything in a TV or whatever, and we are so excited. But when someone we know does that same thing, we're like, oh, that's kind of embarrassing, like, you're doing this in front of everyone, that's cringe. That type of a thing happens. Like, it's so funny that it's so relatable. Anyways, and they start, like, just gushing about their love, like, like how they're going to go to the shrine, how they're going to ask for, like, stuff. And Saiki's like, oh, time to completely change the, channel again. And then we go to the Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, that, and the question is, who's the author of the manga Disastrous Life of Saiki? So yeah, I did not know at that moment, but yeah, like, number A, Asuo Shuichi. So there you go. Oh boy. And then in comes Nendo. And I love how Nendo's being completely himself over here. He just doesn't realize what the hell is happening. The first answer, he says like, oh, I want to pass. And then he calls the friend, Kaido. And he isn't even properly able to explain this, like, question. At first, he just tells the options, then the answers, like, then the other stuff. And Kaido's like, okay, you know what? I don't understand what the hell you were saying. But whatever you say, don't say that one. What's the name? Just a sec. Moriyama Naotaro. Yeah, which is the only one that everyone was sure that's not the answer. He's like, oh, don't say that. He was going to say that. And then the call just cuts off, and Nendo goes and answers that. Obviously, he fails. And yeah, now then we get to see Psycho, like Mera, and he's like, what the hell is happening? Why is everyone on television? Everyone that I know. And I love how the first opening of the show starts, and he's like, what the hell? like Saiki's, this show is referencing this own show. It's so funny. Okay. Okay, then we get to the part where not Kaido, sorry, Reita and Hyro, that section where Reita's like, oh, help me get together with this girl, that girl, blah blah blah. And Saiki talks about how different Hyro is from this guy. Hyro is a perfect person, a really good person. Everyone loves him. He's nice. He's responsible, this and that. Well, look at this person here beside me, And then he kind of ropes Reita into the whole thing, the practice. And at first Reita was complaining, but then when she sees beside her, the girls' tennis club is also doing the thing, and she's Aiko-chan, the girl he wants to kind of get together with or whatever. And he's like, all right, I'm pumped now, let's do it. He tries to kind of use his power to do the spirit thing, and Saiki stops him. And and he says like, oh, look at this, Saiki's sleeping. And in the end, Saiki is able to actually stop the same thing from happening. That is him doing the whole spirit summoning thing by just using the telekinesis to hit him in the And while all of this was happening, he sees Aiko-chan on the other side, and he's like, oh, she's getting she's getting put off by this. I actually need to do something good for it. I also thought that was happening, but turns out it was actually the reverse. He actually does pretty well with the whole his power. What was it called? I forgot. And he starts, spirit channeling. There you go. As long as I don't get possessed, spirit channeling is the best. And there was like a Prince of Tennis reference, which I wouldn't be able to understand if they did not subtitle it, because I've not seen the show. So yeah, and he's like, okay, Aiko-chan surely likes me now. He looks at Aiko-chan, Aiko-chan is disgusted, going away. And I love how Saiki says the reason behind it is like she already liked him because he was actually a worthless, like, worthless person. Okay, here you go. He says, "You don't get it. What kind of girl would like you? She'd have to like the ultimate hopeless guy, right?" So, oh my god, this is so funny. Like, so him being hopeless was the reason why she liked him. So him being capable actually let her be, like, like not happy about it. She just went on his own way. So this was probably the perfect chance Reita had, but he just blew it completely. God damn. Okay, now next is the part where they go to the dessert shop, where Saiki changes into a girl and decides to go in and meets all the, like, the female friends that she has. Like all the girls that she's friends with, Mera, Teruhashi, and Yumehara. And he's like, "Oh my god, what am I going to do?" I was wondering if Teruhashi would be able to realize it's Saiki or something. But it was fine for the moment. But seeing how her expressions change and how she's eating the, like, the desserts, they're like, "Wait, you kind of look like Saiki, don't you?" And then start talking about a lot of other things, like, oh, she tells her name is Kuriko, you know, which is different from the name that she gave, I think, in to the cat. No, not to the cat. Sorry, to that. Yeah, in one of the previous episodes, she gave a different name. I remember. I think so. Yeah. Anyways, she says like her name is Kuriko. Yumehara is just trolling. I don't know what. She was like, "Oh, what's your name, Kusuo?" Oh my god. Now, while all of this was happening, like they start talking about, like, Saiki, how Teruhashi likes Saiki. Teruhashi tries to stop her, and she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" She goes to our same school. Like, why are you telling this to her? And she's like, "Mira-san always also probably heard what you said, but Mira's busy eating, so she didn't hear anything." Now, Saiki's like, "Oh, let's just ignore them and eat," and she's just eating. And they start talking about whether you like someone, this and that, blah blah blah. And then, like, Yumehara's like, "Oh, why don't you confess to her? Because she kind of looks like Saiki. Like, this will be a good practice for you." And at first Kokomi was like, "Nah, like, I don't want to do it." But then she's like, "You know what, all right." She tries to confess to her, and Saiki's like, "Oh my god, I'm not comfortable with this." And she just gets up. She's like, "Stop." As soon as she does that, her, like, like the whole thing falls down, the bag, everything comes out. They take the book, and I knew this was going to happen. The notebook is Saiki's name is there. Now, obviously, I was like, okay, they're going to think they're his, like, she's their sister, which is obviously a normal way to think. Like, who would think this is Saiki? No one knows he's a psychic, so no one would realize that he could do this. So the logical reasoning here is obviously, oh, you must be his sister because you look so same. Your mannerisms are also so same. But Saiki here, he probably forgot for a moment that, like, psychic abilities is not normal. So he was like, "Oh my god," they realized it's me. But then they were like, "Oh, you must be his sister," and he's like, "Oh yeah, that's the logical way of thinking. Yeah, you're right." And he's like, "Yeah, I'm his sister." I do wonder what's going to, and this is probably like a development, I guess, where maybe in the future as well, when we get to see her, like, as I'm talking about Kuriko, when we get to see Kuriko, and if Teruhashi and all of them meet them, maybe there'll be like an episode where they will be like, "Oh, like, let's go to your place," like, and I don't know, like, there'll be probably a problem where, like, they would expect Saiki also be, like, to be there, but Kuriko is Saiki, so like, it'll be a problem or something like that. Or yeah, I don't know, like, this is like I think a development. The whole fact that he like, they think that he's Saiki's sister would probably be a plot development point in the future or something. I don't know. But yeah, that was the first episode. That was good. That was a great first episode. Let's begin with the second episode. And yeah, so let us begin. Episode number 2 of the Disastrous Life of Saiki K, Season 2. I'll be putting the subtitles on the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference, and let's get started. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wait, that I think that's a hamster. I saw the hamster on Nendo's shoulder. So is that Nendo's hamster? Wait, what is that? That little creature? This is definitely Kaido's imagination song. Yeah. Yeah, he's dreaming all of this. In the opening, we see him. There you go. First time science fiction one. Okay. I don't know. uh, okay. 19 years. Hmm. I'm pretty sure they said yeah before as well. But we don't know. Uh, he just starts talking about it. Oh my god. Oh really? Hmm, okay. Wait, what? Really? Himita celebrity. Okay, let's go to a disco. Yeah. What? Uh, look at that. Ooh, first part. Uh, wow. Oh. Ah. Not even close. Yeah, he's asleep. Yeah. Oh no. Connection. Wait. Oh no! His power. Yeah. Oh no, is this a past? I feel like this is a past. I feel like this is a past. Maybe we're gonna get to see their yeah, the dad and the mom's past or something. I knew it. It's the past. They're talking about Saturn. It's the past. I knew it. That's Nendo's dad. That's Nendo's dad. It was him! Oh my god! It was him who was messing with. Yep. Hey. Oh, I hope no time paradoxes happen. Oh no! If he doesn't mess with. No! He didn't mess with her. His existence, Saiki's existence is going to just go away. Revert time. Can he do that? Oh no. This is going to become a time paradox. Dragon Ball, wow. Golden age of jump. Yeah. Exactly. Oh my god. Oh no. How can. Oh yeah, he can do that. Let's go. Where's mom? No, he's just. Ah, interesting. There she is. Okay. No. Okay. Okay. Come on. So what actually happened? Yeah. Ye- Yeah, probably. But you know what? Who are you? Yeah, like. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be bad. Oh no. Oh no, stop. Stop. Okay. Wow. Yeah, just go and tell him to. Exactly. Go. Just push them to her. Throw them towards them. Yes. Yes. Oh no. Oh, okay, there you go. Wait, both their names were Saiki? Oh no, his death. Yeah, what's he? What about his? Oh no, something happened. Oh no. God. Oh boy, this reminded me so much of that Monogatari episode. I'll talk about it. The whole thing where Shinobu changes, like when they change the word a little bit in past. Yeah, we know. I'm pretty sure. Anyone who watches anime knows about the butterfly effect. Exactly. How? Hmm. Oh. Yeah, we have to do something. Stop. Yeah. New era. Yeah, what happened here? Stop. Answer the question. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. What happened? Damn. K watch? Kusuo watch? Wait, what? Oh no, is it Saiki? Is it Saiki? Oh, it's. Yeah. Yeah. Why? Is he dead or something? Oh no. Oh, he thought he's a ghost. That's why he's talking like that. How did Saiki die? How's that possible? Yeah, I was wondering if Saiki was alive, this wouldn't happen. He wouldn't let this happen. Exactly. Shut up. Go back. Hmm. Damn. Oh damn. Oh, is it because he died? That's why he did the. I think so. Wow. He. Yes. Yes. Nice. Yeah, maybe because he died? No. Hmm. What did he make? Oh no. Oh. Burnable trash. One day. No, wait, maybe he can take this. No. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Okay, it is the. Ah! Wow. Yeah, the time machine helped. He went back one day and then he went back 20. Yeah. Wow, that's awfully specific. Oh, is that a love letter or something? Oh no, never mind. Wow. All right. Oh, yeah? Fair and square? Yeah. Yep. Hmm. Wait, that's. I think there was something. Yeah. I think that's love letter or something. Yay! Hey. Yeah. Daniel. Wampako Park. Kumiko. Yeah. This is a marriage interview you're going to? Wow. At least go and meet the person. Wow. Okay, stop. Umi. Aquamarine. Aquamarine. Hmm. Hmm. Exactly. Oh, but I really hope that this is not some. That's Saiki. Yes. Wow. Damn. I. Oh no. I knew this was going to happen. Well, you're all gonna die now. Yeah, I also thought. Yeah. Yes. Wow, look at him. Wow. Fashion sense out of stock. Okay. Yeah. Oh, wow. No, that's why he's here. Okay. What is that? Is it that delinquent? Oh my god. Wow. What is that? Yeah. Which is? Wow. That's bad. Oh my god. Oh no, Teruhashi is there. Hey! Hmm. Oh my god. Yeah. God is doing a good job. No, what? Yeah. Oh! Oh no. आता ही. Hmm. Oh, she can wear that dress. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, I wonder what type of dress they've. Yeah. Wow, what is that? She looks good in it, actually. Exactly. Oh my god, what is it? I wonder what it is. Yeah, what is it? Hey! Yeah! Stop. Will Saiki change it? Come on. He's like, what? You can say this is also Saiki's choice. Wow. So both were Saiki's. That was Saiki's dress. So oh, there we go. That's it. So her wish came true in a way, you could say. Even though Saiki went away, she doesn't realize that it's Saiki's dress, but it is what he chose. And you know what? It's like, if you think of it in this way, that up until now, Teruhashi was thinking like, oh, since Saiki is going to buy that dress, I'm going to get that. That was just because it was, like Saiki was the one who's going to buy it. That's why she was going to buy it. But now we can see that even though, she doesn't know that it's Saiki's dress, she liked it and she decided to buy it alongside Saiki's dress, which shows that it's not her preference for Saiki that was why she bought it, but she genuinely liked it, which I think is a better reason, or a better situation, than just buying something because Saiki bought it, chose it. And that's it. All right, this is episode number 2, and the beginning of this episode was crazy. The whole time leap thing. And okay, so first we begin with the mom and the dad talking about how they met. Their marriage anniversary and all that. And I knew Saiki probably heard this a lot of times. And yeah, Saiki was like, you know what? Enough. I've heard this so many times. I'm tired of it. I'm going back to sleep. And he and they even though he said that, they start their flashback, just goes into forceful flashback, just both the mom and the dad, and start talking about it. And according to his dad's version, someone actually went and kind of messed with Saki's mom, like a delinquent, and he saved her from that. And after that, they got together or something. Mm, that's his version. And he also talks about how he was friends with Kimutaku, a Japanese celebrity. Okay, so you know what? Let me check Kimutaku. Kimutaku. Oh, okay. Takuya Kimura. I think Yeah, I think that's probably the person he was talking about. So yeah, and like it's like, okay, stop those kind of, like, lies, like, and I'm pretty sure that's a lie. And now obviously I also knew she was probably just, like, kind of what do you call it, like adding stuff to it, like it probably did not happen like that, but the basic thing was probably what he was explaining, like, and that probably happened, but not as the way he was explaining. Like the mom suddenly says, like, oh, like, I was thinking the same thing, but I was so creeped out by he was just staring at me. Yeah, even though all of that, like they did get together and all that, but Saiki is not interested. She just goes to sleep. And later on, Kusuke also comes and, like, kind of congratulates them and all that. And he wanted to talk to Saiki because the thing has an error in it. And oh boy, that's when I knew something is going to happen. And it happened. Next day, we see that the whole place is gone, and only his house is there, and he's been transported to, like, the past. Now, as soon as that happened, I knew he was transported to the past because they were talking about their past. So I thought, like, maybe something like that happened. He has probably traveled to the past, and we're going to see what actually happened. Okay, so yeah, now I love these type of settings, whenever there's like a time leap or whatever, these type of settings, I really like it. It's so interesting, whenever there's like someone goes to the past and something happens, like, this time travel, time paradox, these type of things comes up. So yeah, now in the beginning, Saiki didn't realize he was in the past. He was just going outside, and people start talking about Saturn. I'm pretty sure they're talking about Sega Saturn, wasn't it? Yeah, I think they were talking about Sega Saturn. So they're talking about Saturn and everything, and I'm like, oh my god! As soon as I heard that, I was like, yeah, I'm confirmed now. This is the past. And we meet Nendo's dad. At first he thought it was Nendo, but it was Nendo's dad. And he was like, okay, I realize now I'm in the past. And then those dad was like, oh, I'm going to go put my moves on that smoking babe over there. And it's Saiki's mom just standing over there. And Saiki's like, oh no, I have done something wrong here. Because, as soon as he interfered with Nendo's dad, yeah, I knew, okay, this is a mess now. Since he interfered with them, they are not going to meet, Saiki's mom and dad. So that's what happened. Nendo's dad was busy talking to Saiki. So, that's why he doesn't get enough time to go and, like, mess with Saiki's mom, and Saiki's dad doesn't see it, and it's all messed up. They end up, like, just crossing paths. So there you go. Now, now this is the thing, like I've seen a lot of different variations of time travel theory in a lot of different animes, and like, there's a few animes that kind of directly kind of gives us, like, like the consequences as to, like, oh, since the mom and the dad did not meet, they, like, the person, the child or whatever, they're going to vanish from the modern world or whatever, like, and they kind of show how, like, like that person is slowly fading away or whatever. I've seen animes like this. And there's also another variation of time travel, which is the one I prefer, which is the Steins Gate variation of time travel. The way in Steins Gate they explain time travel is the version that I myself kind of like a lot more than the other ways people, like, in other animes they kind of explain it. Steins Gate variation is like, since, like, they did not, obviously this is a butterfly effect is going to happen, but the fact that Saiki here is in this world, means that he's part of this world. So even if his dad and mom doesn't meet, each other, like, like Saiki would not vanish. He will be there because in this world he's a part of this world. So his dad and mom doesn't meet, so, they does not end up having Saiki. But this Saiki that is here now, he is, like, he's part of this world, so he wouldn't just vanish, into thin air. That wouldn't happen. Obviously, since the dad and mom did not meet, this probably will branch off into a parallel world. One world is obviously the place where, like, like as soon as Saiki came here and stopped Nendo's dad, the branch would happen there. Like, one branch would obviously be where Saiki does not stop Nendo's dad and it goes towards the normal timeline, while the other branch will happen where Saiki messed with, like, like the situation, and ended up happening like this. They did not meet, and, like, Saiki did not was not born, and that's this other world. So that's the world he'll start walking on. Now, even if he goes back in time, he will be in that world line. The other world line where he did not mess with the situation is a different world. I don't think Saiki can time travel, but I don't think he can travel between parallel worlds. If he could travel between parallel worlds, maybe he could go back to the other world where everything is normal. But I don't think he can do that. He's probably confined in one of the parallel worlds, and he cannot travel to different world lines. I don't know if anything I'm saying is making sense to you, but it's like this. He started walking in this direction, and this is the normal direction. He can walk. He can come back in time in the same world, same parallel world. He cannot go to a different parallel world like this. I don't think he can. I don't think he has that power. So there you go. That's the thing. So there's a lot of things that I'm thinking about this part, how this could work. But I think that's probably what was going to happen here. Saiki wouldn't just vanish. This Saiki came from the past. So this Saiki is a different Saiki than the Saiki we are going to they are going to have it's going to be born or whatever. Anyways, I was just thinking about this. And this is the interesting thing about time travel. It has so much different ways of explaining, and there's different theories and all that you can it's very interesting, and I like whenever animes do this. So yeah, this is a problem now. So Saiki is like, what should I do? I won't be able to be born after this. And then those dad just goes with Saiki, and to a ramen shop or whatever. And Saiki is like, all right, I cannot even go back in time, because where is that? Oh no, sorry. He says that, okay, this happened because I messed with them, and even though dad's explanation of the whole situation is probably not what happened, but still, Nendo's dad was the reason why they met. So he needs to do that. So he decides to bring Nendo's dad to that place, the place where Saiki's mom is, and he's like, all right, you know what? There you go. There's Saiki's mom, and no, wait, what does he do? Just a second. Oh, okay, yeah. He waits in that place where Saiki's dad is, in that cafe or whatever diner, and he waits for his mom to come there. And that's why he says oh, Nendo, look at that. That's the person who you were going to talk to. So you go ahead and do that. And it's interesting how Nendo actually saw his actual hair color, because mind control was not existed in this timeline or whatever time period. So yeah, he was actually seeing his original hair color. So Saiki put a hood on. Now he goes and kind of starts talking to Saiki's mom, and Saiki's dad is there. And Saiki's dad, obviously, then doesn't do anything about the situation. He's kind of thinking about it, whether I should go or not, And Saiki's like, oh my god, I need to do something else. And then they meet, I think Kimura, what's the name? Kimura Takuro, there you go. A random person, nicknamed Kimutaku. And he's like, who the hell are you? You're not this celebrity. But anyways, Saiki is like, all right, I need to do something here, because I'm pretty sure what happened was some kind of complete coincidence. Maybe he slipped on a banana peel and just went and crashed into Nendo, and that's why that's what happened. And he's just saying oh, I saved your mom or something like that. So he's like, yeah, I need to do something about this situation, otherwise this is going to go in a messy direction. He asks Kimutaku oh, what do you think? I should go help that girl out or something? Kimutaku is like, don't worry about it. It's fine. I think she's pretty okay with this, Saiki's like, what the hell? And Saiki goes into Kimutaku's body, grabs him, and just throws him towards Nendo, which is the perfect way, I feel like otherwise he wouldn't do anything, I'm pretty sure. Oh, I love that part where he starts thinking about the future. If Nendo's dad actually was his dad, he starts thinking about the future where he has this butt chin, and he's like, oh my god, I cannot let that happen. And that's why he was just forced to. He just went and did that. And there you go. It's like his dad and the mom met, and everything's normal now. Now, understand why, what happened, what actually changed here, for the reason what like for the reason of the world's destruction. I don't know. Like, I'm trying to find out what happened after this. They met. Obviously, everything would go in the normal direction, wouldn't it? There's another thing that I'm wondering is like, I was talking about his dad's death, and I was thinking maybe Saiki was going to do something about it. You see that part where Saiki takes off the the beanie, throws it away, and Nendo's dad was like, "Okay, see you later, pal," and just goes, walks away. Saiki just stops, looks behind, looks at him for a moment. I thought he was thinking about that, because like he has a good relationship with Nendo, and seeing his dad like this and how his dad is not alive anymore in the real world, I was thinking maybe Saiki was thinking about whether he should save Nendo's dad, or something, not let him go in the accident. I was thinking he was going to do something like that. But I'm pretty sure he realized the complications of time traveling and all that, like changing the past can bring a lot of change in the future, butterfly effect. So he probably did not do much things. He just transformed the house to 20 years later, and yeah, we reached the day after that, the day after the whole he time traveled on the anniversary date, went 20 years back, and after that a little time went and he went to that part again, a little bit ahead of time, but in a different world. It's not the same world he was in. Remember, it branched completely when he messed with the time. So it's not the actual parallel world. It's not the world that he was in. It's a parallel world that he's in. So he went back in time in that parallel world. The other world is in another branch. So basically, in this parallel world, everything's different. And that's why when he came 20 years later, it was not his normal life, his mom and dad just sitting there, talking with each other, their anniversary date. It was not like that. It was something completely different. It was a different parallel world that he was in 20 years later. So that's why he looks at the world, everything is just destroyed. Like I said, this reminded me so much of the Monogatari episode of, I think it was called where was it? Which season was it? I don't remember. But I think it was called Shinobu Mail or something, where a similar thing like this happens, but the change here is a little bit a lot lesser than what happened in Monogatari, where Shinobu and Aragi changed the world when they saved someone who was supposed to die. And that's why everything completely changed. And I love the way they completely wrapped up the whole thing, and they actually give us the explanation as to why the world was destroyed when they go back in time. And they saved someone, goes back in time and sees the world is destroyed. Just like this, just like how Saiki sees this. That's the same thing that happened. And they realized saving that person made the world getting destroyed. But there was probably a different, there was a reason for it. And they did not know what the reason for it unless later on, where they actually explained what happened, why saving this particular person would actually result in the destruction of humanity in the future. And that was a very good way they wrapped it up. I'm not telling it because, it's a spoiler, obviously. It's considered a spoiler. And the way they explained it and everything, I just loved that episode so much. And it's something like that here. And I was like, wow, this is really good. I wonder what happened that this world changed completely. And yeah, everything's destroyed. And now he talks about how he cannot go back in time because 20 years is the maximum time limit. So he cannot go back to the same point. So either way, this world is screwed. He cannot go back to the past. He cannot go back to the time before the mom and dad met, because a little time has kind of the little arrow thing in this episode actually explains it. You can see in one of the part where he talks about, I can't go back to the same spot I was in past, that explains it. He went back in time 20 years ago. He messed with the timeline there, and tried to make it proper by the end, and his dad and mom meet. But while doing that, a little time passed. After that, he goes back to time 20 years in the future. So now he cannot go back to the time where he messed with the time. He cannot go back to that exact time. So he's stuck in this loop. He cannot do anything until he realizes the reason why this world gets destroyed. I was wondering how he's going to go back. Reita comes in and he's completely different with the mohawk and all that. Like, just his personality is still the same. Obviously, he talks about World War III, blah blah blah, and all that, and everyone's like there's a K watch and all. And for a moment, I actually thought maybe Saiki's brother did all of this because Saiki died here. Like he explains that Saiki's dead over here. I thought maybe that's why Saiki's brother did something like this. Turns out it was kind of one of the reason, because when he goes back to Saiki's brother Kusuke and asks him like, why did you do that? I love how he completely hit the nail on the head the first time try. He was like, oh, I wonder if I think you're actually a person who time traveled back to the future, back to the past, to realize like you messed with the timeline and you went back to the future to realize the world is destroyed. Isn't that what happened? I love how he just nails everything. And he says that, okay, it was not me that was the reason why this happened, why World War III happened, but it was because something I made. And he was like, I was just bored, so I made a time machine. Like, you were also not here. Like, that's why I said, since Saiki is not here, that's why he made the time machine. Now, this time machine can go back one day early. No, one day in the past. Now, this part is so much Steins Gate. This is so much Steins Gate, like the whole reason for the World War III happening. In Steins Gate as well, it was because of that, because of a time machine. In Steins Gate, I'm pretty sure everyone has watched Steins Gate at this point, and this is not a spoiler, I hope. In Steins Gate, there's two world lines, obviously, the CERN world line and the World War III world line. In the CERN world line, Kurisu died. In the World War III world line, Kurisu did not die, and that's why World War III happened, because of the time machine and all that. Like, that was the thing. So it's so similar to that, like, just because of a time machine, World War III started. And this was completely Steins Gate, I feel like, this part. But yeah, and Saiki's like, wait, this can go back one day in the past? And he's like, yeah. And Saiki's like, that's perfect. So Saiki goes back one day in the past in this world line. From there, he goes back 20 years in the past, which means he was able to reach a position in the timeline where, he did not mess with the future. So he did not mess with the future after going back 20 years there. And then he, transported back 20 years in the future in the new world line. Like, this part is a little bit complicated. So basically, I'm going to explain this if you can understand properly. There's two world line here. One is a world line where he messed with the whole thing and the world got destroyed. This world line is a normal world line. The branch here that happens is when the Saiki messes with the timeline. So instead of going in this normal direction, he goes in this direction where everything is destroyed. Here in this 20 years later, a little time has passed, so he cannot go back to the original intersection point where he changed everything. That was the problem. But after he got the time machine, he goes back one day and then goes back 20 years earlier. So basically, he came to the world, went to the position where he's one day early when he messed with the timeline, and he doesn't mess with the timeline after that. So he starts walking on the normal timeline where everything happened normally. And as soon as he got into this normal timeline, started walking on this timeline, he goes back 20 years in the future again to go to the original part where he and his mom and dad were talking about the anniversary. So that's what happened. Like I said, if he could travel into parallel worlds, it would have been a lot easier. He could just travel from this world to that world. Since he cannot do that, he can only go in the world direction that it's going, past or present. It made it so much more complicated. He had to do so many things to actually go back to the world that he was in. That's what happened, basically, if you could understand, if I was able to properly explain this part. So yeah. Anyways, now Saiki's like, oh, okay, you know what, let me know your story, your past. I want to listen to it, because if something like this happens in the future, I can do something. Here, he also kind of, okay, they explain this part. They give, after that, they explain the part where what he did, with the arrows and everything. There you go. If you look at this little arrow thing, you can probably understand what happened. And yeah. Now After that, Kusuke comes in and everything is like the normal. And Kusuke just completely nails it again. He's like, "Oh, it seems as if you went to the past or something." Hmm. I love this first part. I love whenever it's like on this time slip or whatever these things gets involved in shows. All right. Anyways, mm, that was that. And the next one is the Kuboyasu. Everyone is challenging Kuboyasu because everyone knows he's a delinquent now, and Saiki is keeping an eye on them. And I was thinking maybe there's like a love letter among them. There was. Obviously, that was a fake. But for that moment, I was like, oh my god, this is an actual love letter. But then I also kind of thought that maybe this is actually a way for the delinquents to get to him, like, trick him and get to him. And turns out that was the actual unfortunate situation. I was so sad to see how, like, like Kuyasu was so happy after getting the love letter. He was like thinking about his whole life, his children with that person, blah blah blah, and all that. And just to everythh get crushed on, like, like by the end. And it was kind of sad, like that was like, way too like, way too cruel. And like he was like having like whole like not flashbacks, but visions of the future. And then when he goes to the park, Saiki was also there. He realizes it was just a ruse for the delinquents to bring him to this place. And he does say like, oh, I knew this was going to happen. But now we all know what he was thinking in his head. He was thinking about his future with that person, blah blah blah, and all that. And yeah, it's sad. It's sad that that's how it ended. And Skubasu for a while after that just became a complete delinquent. And the final part where Saiki goes to the shop to buy some clothes and meets obviously Nendo and and Kaido. And they're like like just messing around and like talking about whose dress is better. Nendo's dress is completely too flashy with the things, like the tiger and the like the those weird dresses. While Kaido's is just completely normal, like the same thing, the jacket and everything. Now Teruhashi comes in and they are like, oh, you know what we'll do, let's do a little thing, a little like competition where we're going to choose the stuff for Teruhashi and she's going to buy whichever one is she likes the best. At first Teruhashi was like, oh, I'm not going to do that. But then when she realizes Saiki is going to also choose, she's like, okay, I can do that. Because in the future she can appeal to Saiki like that, when like the little illusion that she had after that, where Saiki is just waiting for Teruhashi. Teruhashi comes in that dress that he chose, and Saiki's like, oh, that's so beautiful. Teruhashi's like, yeah, that'll be good. So she's like, yeah, I accept it. Obviously Kaido's dress is just flashy as hell. Teruhashi was like, what the hell is this? But as soon as Teruhashi wears it, it looks so beautiful. And the store owners were like, oh, like, should we actually tell them to stop? And the other one was like, no, look what's happening. She chose that and everyone's choosing that now. It's like an increased sales for us. And oh my god, after that it was Nendo's choice. Nendo just chose like one of the most craziest thing. Saiki was like, yeah, obviously, like if we actually like made Teruhashi wear this whole show would probably get age restricted, so we cannot do that. So yeah, he decides to change the cloth inside, and he chose something for him, like which he himself, like his own choice. And Teruhashi wears that, and Teruhashi is like, oh, this looks quite good, maybe after choosing like buying Saiki's dress, I'll also buy this one as well. And Saiki's just gone after that. So that's why I'm saying, like up until now, Teruhashi was like, going to buy that Saiki's dress because it was Saiki who bought it. But here we actually get to see that Teruhashi genuinely liked this dress. Even though this was not, like she doesn't know that this was made, like, this was chosen by Saiki. So I'm pretty sure by the end of it, she ends up buying that, which means that technically she actually bought Saiki's chosen dress for herself, even though she doesn't know about it, and she genuinely likes it. It's not because Saiki chose it, but she genuinely likes it. That's why she bought it, which is nice, But yeah, and that's where it ends. Great episode. I loved the whole time travel part. It was really good. So there you go. That was the first 2 episodes of the Disastrous Life of Saiki Season 2, episode number 1 and 2. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe. If you're new to the channel or you haven't subscribed, comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know, and I'll check them out. And that is it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys next week with 2 more episodes of the Disastrous Life of Saiki. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.